You're listening to KEXP at 90.3 FM in Seattle. You can find us streaming online around the world at KEXP.org. I am in a room here in the KEXP studios surrounded by some of my favorite musicians, and I have not seen you play together for a while. It's Ted Leo and the Pharmacists. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
It is so fantastic to have you here today. I heard you warming up, and it sounds fan-freaking-tastic. I can't wait for you to dive right into some of these new songs. You have a brand new album. And going to start us off with a song from that one?
Yeah, it's called Can't Go Back.
Ted Leo and the Pharmacists live on KEXP.
Moonlight shattered on this stretch of sea. How many times I stood here mapping things out differently, but I can't go back. Can't go back. Can't go back. No, I can't go back. Can't go back. Can't go back. Cross the road and run back to the town. How many times I've run this way and how it runs me down. But I can't go back. Can't go back. Can't go back. No, I can't go back. Can't go back. Can't go back. My heart is beating and the days go by. And my hands are bleeding, nobody wonders why. And all it done me since that day, well, I might just give it away. I might give it away. But I can't go back. Can't go back. Can't go back. Fortunes in a paper cup. How many drops dripped away until it dried me up? But I can't go back. Can't go back. Can't go back. No, I can't go back. Can't go back. Can't go back. Shattered on this stretch of sea. How many times I stood here mapping how it shattered me, but I can't go back. Can't go back. Can't go back. No, I can't go back.
Ted Leo and the Pharmacists live on KEXP tonight, playing at the Crocodile here in Seattle, and a new record out this year called The Hanged Man. William Weld.
William Weld sees the 20th century fading away in the night. The curtain fell on this old noble venture. He waits in the lane for his flight. Does it bend as he walks down the jetway, bagging turn around, that always let you down. Well, they won't turn around, they're gonna let you down. Men of breeding and men of sanity, men serving men out of time. Men in need of a shaking of vanity, wander away from the crime.
That is William Weld in the 21st Century, a song on the new album from Ted Leo called The Hanged Man. I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to have all of you here in the studios today. Thank you so much for coming in.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.
Ted, will you introduce these amazing musicians?
Yes, yes, absolutely. To my left right here is Ralph Darden on guitar and vocals. Round the bend, James Canty, guitar, vocals, piano, sundries. Continuing, Adrian Berry, saxophone, vocals, sleigh bells. Marty Key on bass and vocals. And Chris Wilson on the drum kit.
Ted Leo and the Pharmacists playing tonight at the Crocodile. And what a journey you've been on with these musicians. I just got choked up hearing those first two songs, especially that second one. They're so beautiful. And just when this
Thank you, I'm sorry.
I wasn't sure if the Pharmacist would be here today because I know that you toiled away on this record very much by yourself. Everyone has grown up, scattered around. You're not all living in the same city now. And I'm just wondering how this record came together. I heard you produced it, recorded it yourself, much of it at home, maybe brought a few people in to help. But can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah. I mean, over the course of the last, the better part of the last decade, I was writing and recording and working on, understanding how to actually do this at home. And eventually, a little over a year ago, I realized that I had a pretty large body of work. Like I thought I was, for years, I thought I was not getting anything done. I thought I was kind of toiling in the wilderness. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh, well, I actually have a lot of songs. And I think I know what I'm doing in terms of actually engineering and recording this. And so Chris came up and tracked a bunch of drums. And I was kind of mercifully released from the label contract that I was with. And so I did a crowdfunding thing to get the record out. And it was humblingly successful. And here we are.
You have been on some great labels, but I must say you're a little vexed with the history of the labels, and I know that they've loved you, but it's almost as if you were meant to put out your own music. And I had read in an interview that you had some nervousness, maybe some reservations about crowdfunding. It must be a little, make you a little nervous. Will people respond? Obviously, it was a huge success. You raised, I think, twice what you had attempted to raise. What do you think you might do going forward, or you just stay kind of open-minded about it?
I'm going to stay open-minded about it. I mean, one thing that I've learned is that while the crowdfunding aspect of it was truly amazing, and it really was an incredible way to reconnect with an audience that I wasn't even sure was still there, I don't actually enjoy running my own record label. I like making and playing music, so it's that kind of balance thing. Maybe in the future, if I was going to do that kind of thing again, maybe I would, I don't know, bring somebody else in to actually help me do it.
Well, sure, that's a lot of work that you could put towards the music.
Yeah.
It's really hard to believe. I didn't actually think about it until I started preparing for this, that it had been 7 years since the Brutalist Bricks came out here at KEXP. Not a week goes by, maybe sometimes not a day, that we're not playing your music. I mean, again,
nice.
so much music you put out. And we love it so much, and we live with it day to day. But it has been 7 years since that last album. Of course, you did the Both with Amy Mann a few years ago, and we were fortunate to have you on the air twice with that project. But you've lived a lot of life in the last 7 years, and you've always connected with your fans, with your music. I'm sure that a lot of personal stuff have gotten in there, but a lot of social and political topics come through in your music. But a lot's gone on for you, and you seem to have put a lot more of your personal life into this. And I'm wondering when, in The Hanged Man, I'm wondering when these songs started to come in your head, and what, did it take you a while to figure out what you were going to write about on this record?
I don't think I ever made that kind of definitive decision. I'm going to write about this. Songs, I don't mean to be coy about it, but, songs just kind of came and went. And I have been through quite a bit in the last number of years. And I think it was only, I never made a choice like, I'm going to process this via my art, It was just in retrospect that I was like, oh, I guess I was processing a lot of that through my art, So.
Well, you've been processing in a lot of ways, and it's great to see that you're out on the road. It must just feel great to play with these people who feel like family. Did you know that everyone would be able to come back together and take these songs on the road with you?
No, and of course Ralph and Adrian are new to the group, but we've known and loved each other for a long time as well, what can I say? I mean, we actually kind of threw this together pretty quickly because everybody else also is, living very, full lives. And it's been, since the first show in New York back in September, it really is a joy every night. I am at an age where I have to take a pretty long nap before we go on stage most nights. And I take that nap, and when I lay down to take that nap, I'm like, oh God, here we go again, And I take the nap, and then I get on stage, and I'm like, oh yeah, here we go again. This is great. So yeah.
Well, you can feel that joy in the music, and it doesn't sound like you threw this together pretty quickly. You guys just lock in step, and the songs sound great. Going to be playing tonight at the Crocodile, and love to hear more music.
Okay, let's do an old one from the Brutalist Bricks.
There was a resolution pending on the United Nations floor. Power in reference to the question, what's a peacekeeping meant for tomorrow? Who believed it would be solved in a day? No one walked out of that building on the 8th of May. And the time soon it wanted way. I got a message from my sister. She just had a kid. I took her to Copenhagen to see how she did. My accent startled a Canadian. He called me a skin. Though the charger Roman international's right here. Someone is listening on my phone when I show up on the grid. Me, I'm just a loner in a world full of kids. Egos and needs. A year before and we were getting bottled and caught on television. Congress crying about abuse in the park. I told the bartender we were all from New York. Sometimes your path that least resistance will gain you the most. More than trying to map the distance up and down the East Coast. When you're in Munich, make
Ted Leo and the Pharmacists live on KEXP, a new album called The Hanged Man. Tonight they're playing at the Crocodile here in Seattle. We're going to try to talk them into playing one more song.
Sorry, I'm having a headphone.
Ted
Headphone and guitar
is
cable.
tangled up in every
go.
cord and cable in his near vicinity.
Okay. So, thanks again for having us. We're going to play another song from the new record that is slow and low, and hopefully won't bum out your early afternoon too much. Ready?
So long you've been a client, we better leaving you behind and fly in the night. And all the damage that we've done don't look so bad when we block out the sun. So why fight from the absence of sound? How can you pine for the clangor on the ground and no room to walk around? Let's stay on the moon. Let's stay on the moon. Let's stay on the moon and watch the earth go down, and watch the earth go down. Hats off if you survived 21, 25, or try to thrive. We had a daughter and she died in 21, 29, and I'm barely alive. But there's nothing left to fear. Leave all your pain down there and wait with me up here. Nobody's calling, dear. Let's stay on the moon. Let's stay on the moon. Let's stay on the moon and watch the earth go down, and watch the earth go down. Everybody wants a thing to put an end to suffering. Always trying to talk it through, but you hear me, I hear you. And it's cold now at the core, so I'll take the warmth of just 20 minutes more, and you with me for it all. Let's stay on the moon. Let's stay on the moon. the moon and watch the earth go down and watch the earth go down and watch the earth go down and watch the earth go down. 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 Watch the earth go down.
Let's Stay on the Moon from the new Ted Leo album, The Hanged Man. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much for sharing that.
Cheers.
It is such a gorgeous album, and it is always such a pleasure to see you. It's been a while. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Very happy to be back. Thanks for having us.
Well, please return soon. Ted Leo and the Pharmacists playing tonight at the Crocodile here in Seattle. You've got to tune to KEXP Seattle. That was awesome. Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.